Real quick before we dive into this, I just want to call my subbies to the front. I just want to give y'all a round of applause because y'all show up and show out for your girl. At this point, I don't even want to call y'all subbies. Like, we fam now. Y'all just want to be cousins. I'm calling y'all cousins from now on, okay? Cousins, y'all come and show up and show out for me, and I appreciate it. I just want to give you a round of applause, you know what I mean? And really, I just want to bring your attention to that little heart in the corner. Got like a dollar sign on it. Like, I ain't trying to, be over here asking for money because we all broke. You know what I mean? But, like, whatever. If you feeling like I move you and get you through the day and you want to get me, like, maybe a little Starbucks, you know what I mean? Or some Crimson coffee. Because I like the Crimson coffee, milkshakes. You know what I mean? If you just want to do one for your girl, like, girl, go get you some fucking Chipotle, or why don't you get you some Dave's hot chicken on me? Like, go ahead, hit that little heart over there. I ain't even going to pander. You know what I mean? I'm going to say it one time. You know what I mean? And I'm going to leave it there. You know what I mean? I'm just letting you know what's available to y'all. When if you feeling like you want to just, make your girl feel great. Y'all already make me feel great. Anyway, let me know also if ads are popping up or whatever. Let me know if it's like ruining your experience. I know I said that in the community tab, but I do want to know if it ruins your experience. Like, I can turn them off. Like, that's not it. That's how I would make money. But the problem is I cuss too much. So anyway, let's dive into this. Let's dive into this. I appreciate y'all either way, whatever the case may be. Y'all like really making this a fantastic experience. And when I get to the top, I'm definitely going to let y'all know where y'all can come get my autograph. Okay? Let's get into this. WWE ID. You see the banner. What is WWE ID? Because they came on the scene. They got motherfuckers shook. The independence is like, oh my God, what is happening here? So, the WWE Independent Development is designed to provide independent wrestlers a clear pathway to a potential career in the WWE. And I'm not going to keep saying that because y'all know sometimes my speech be slurred, and I'm not going to keep saying it. Anyway, following the success of the NIL program, ID has been constructed to support independent wrestling prospects and schools with world-class training, development, and mentorship, in turn raising the profile of and strengthening the independent wrestling ecosystem. Ha! Now you know that's a mother. Now you know that's a child. ID will provide the most prominent independent wrestling schools in the U.S. with the ID official designation, with the goal of guiding new trainees and existing talent at these select institutions with enhanced developmental opportunities. So that sounds like they're going to be like, oh, you over here, why don't you come to the PC? Because we got all the top shit. ID will identify the top talent wrestling prospects with an official ID prospect designation and support their developmental journey. ID will give fans the opportunity to follow the paths of these standout prospects on the independent wrestling scenes through curated behind-the-scenes content, as well as highlights and matches showcased across social platforms. Okay, so when you go to the page, it says WWE ID prospects, and it says to be announced, and it got like two women and like a man silhouette. Then it says, here are the WWE ID schools. Booker T, reality wrestling. Let's give him a round of applause. Booker T been putting it out anyway. He been putting it in. So whatever. They've been established since 2005. They down in Texas. I know that. Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center. Mike Hollow and Scott Reed bring 50 years of experience from top pro wrestling organizations around the world. Then we got the Nightmare Factory. That's Cody Rhodes shit. If you want to go over there with Cody Rhodes and learn how to shake hands and squeeze ass, that's your boy. We're not the only royal family. Yeah, please. Then we got the Knox Pro Entertainment Academy. That is Reno Black Pearl Anoa'i, CEO and Hall of Famer Junior Rikishi Fatu. All right, even though Rikishi been talking cash shit, look at that. They said we gonna toss you a bone, my dude. All right, oos. They're out of California. Then we got Black and Brave Wrestling Academy. That's your boy, the what they call him, Monday Night Rollins, the innovator, the revolutionary, the whatever, the fashionista, who got y'all in a chokehold. Congratulations to all of them. They got links to where you could go, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more schools or whoever in their wrestling realm is trying to bring up the caboose. Now I wonder if anybody's like getting a bonus or whatever if one of their students comes from their school. That would be cool because like that's the whole point of making money, right? So why is the wrestling independent world shook? Let's talk about it. So Rob Van Dam, after he came down from his high, he said, and I quote, "If WWE continues to do this and partners with and therefore legitimizes certain organizations, it could be like the old territory days where companies all over the country would be under the umbrella of WWE, and that would leave the others to be outlaws. That's what you used to call the ones that were not a part of the big machine. It'd be interesting to see the history go back to where it came from, which happens a lot." So it looks pretty cool. WWE is on the grow, and you gotta have places to put that growing energy. And man, they're just a machine for it. They're always finding new ways to grow and put their growth out there. All right, Rob, I can see where he coming from that. Roxanne Perez, she's super excited. She said, "It's amazing. So many opportunities for all those men and women on the independent scene that have been fighting for a spot here, and now it's going to be a little bit easier to fight for that spot." I think it's really, really cool that Reality Wrestling, which is her alma mater, is a part of it. That's where I came from. But now to see all of my peers that are still down there, that now they're able to get up here and get some of this shmoney. And Trick Williams was like, agreed. People work very hard for opportunities. And I like to work with people who I know love what we do as much as I do. And we have the athletes here, and I'm sure they love to do it too. But also, shout out to the people who invest and commit their lives to this game. So somebody... one of the people in one of the, I'm not gonna call them incels, but it was some podcast that was like super tripping. I forgot his name, and he was like, he don't like it because it ruined. It's what ruined NXT UK. No, NXT UK ruined the European wrestling scene, which I thought was an interesting take. Because last time I checked, what shook the European wrestling scene was the Speak Out movement. Do y'all remember that? The Speak Out movement from 2020? If you want to go back to when I first started, I spoke about all those fucking European wrestlers that all the ladies was coming out talking about how they was handling them, how they was fucking up. We had, what's old girl say? Oh my God, what is his name? Bro, how he had shoved her head between his legs and made him give him a blowjob and all that. Remember that? Lucinda Lee, she came forward. All those girls over there in Europe. That's what destroyed the damn European wrestling scene, not NXT. Because NXT, you got Rhea Ripley, you got Butch and them. That's what they came out of, and they seem to be doing fine. So I don't know what this guy was talking about. And another thing, he was like, they failed athletes. First of all of them people went to college and they were successful in their college careers. Now, did they have difficulty when they tried to go pro? If any of them did, a couple of them tried to do the football thing. Yes, and they're not the only one, because there's superstars that failed in their pro wrestling, in their football careers as well. And for whatever reason, the Vikings hire every fucking body. So I don't know what they were talking about. The Speak Out movement is what destroyed the independent scene in Britain or Europe, for that matter. So let's be serious. He even had Triple Thumbs out there talking about every allegation we take very seriously is zero tolerance for things of this matter. So let's be clear. Now we do have other people who are excited about this, because I mean, let's be honest here. If you are at a wrestling school and your aim is to get to WWE as soon as possible, don't nobody want to be out there doing all that hardcore shit for $50 and a hot dog. We already know how these people don't get paid to put on all of these type of shows for peanuts. So I don't really see why. Will it cripple? I do agree with Rob Van Dam that it's gonna strangle, for the most part, people who want to open a school and do what they got to do. Now, if you want to go to any of those 5, them motherfuckers are gonna be paying. Then you have to pay premium to get that. Okay, But I mean, it is what it is. It's about making money, right? Lastly, Jeff Jarrett said, at the end of the day, I think it's healthy for the industry. He said, going on to compare wrestling to the music industry and how singers get their start performing in bars, which he equated to the independent circuit. Okay, well, there you go. And then either you can have somebody like fucking Mark Henry discover you and tell you, here, I'm gonna give you the door in through networking, or you could go ahead and bar hop and do the chitlin circuit and end up in WWE because there was a tryout. He said the more WWE can rattle the cages of the independent scene, pointing out how other wrestling schools are not in a partnership with WWE will have to up their game and figure out how to respond to this and get traction. He said, I think it's healthy for the industry in many ways. He also recalled his father's infamous calls with Vince McMahon back in the day where they discussed the wrestling development scene at the time where WWE was on the rise, and there were things that already changed significantly since then. Folks, this is a business and treat it as such. There you go. I'm going to leave it right there. Y'all tell me what y'all think.